work for a company. Okay, work for a company for many years, do what we like to call the 40-40-40 challenge, work 40 hours for 40 years to get a £40 bunch of flowers, if you're lucky, at the end of your retirement. That is, ladies and gentlemen, what society teaches us to do. We are taught to rely on one income so that our means of life is capped to that income. At AMA Finance Academy, we say no. There is another way, and we teach you that. The very financial secrets of wealth. Now, I have to give a shout out to a special book, and luckily for every person on this call, we are going to give away a free audio version of this book. So guys, my note takers are my money makers, so I want you to take down this link. Leaders, please put a copy of the link in the chat box, www.amafinance.com/richdad. This book will change your mindset. This book will help you to understand what I am going to give you a synopsis of. In this book, it discusses the normality of society, what it teaches you to do. And then it discusses the financial secrets of wealth. So what are they, ladies and gentlemen? Now, if you think about employment, 95% of our employment are self-employed and PAYE. You get paid for the hours that you work. Am I right? If you want to earn more money, you have to do overtime or make another, do a second job, but work more hours to get more money. That means you are exchanging your time for money. Now at AMA Finance Academy, we say don't exchange your time for money. Leverage time and money so that you can have multiple income streams, just like you've seen Amanda, just like you've seen Hepsi, just like you've seen Anne-Marie, all profound business owners, but have multiple streams of income. So your means of life is not capped to one. If you have leveraged income, leveraging time, you have multiple streams of income ticking over 24/7. 24 hours, 7 days a week. Ladies and gentlemen, do not work hard, work smart. This is what we teach you at AMA Finance Academy. Never rely on one income stream, and ensure that you are generating ways in which you can make income while you are sleeping. Ladies and gentlemen, those are the secrets that we teach you. And how do we do that? We show you to leverage the biggest financial markets in the world. Those financial markets are at the bottom of your screen: property, online trading, e-commerce, and entrepreneurship. With the property sector, we help first-time buyers get on the property ladders. We help existing buyers build property portfolios. We have a property webinar that teaches all of this weekly by our managing director and property expert, Desmond Ame, and his fellow property expert, James Filtness. We also teach on schemes to help you build an income through property, such as rent to rent and buy and flip. Online trading, which my colleagues are going to go through in a moment, is the biggest financial market in the world, also known as the foreign exchange market. E-commerce, also known as dropshipping, the buying and selling of products online. And last but not least, entrepreneurship. How cool does that sound? Mum, Dad, I'm an entrepreneur. Ladies and gentlemen, we show you the entrepreneur life in where you can enjoy leveraged income, passive income, residual income by helping people embark on a similar journey to you, and you get an income for doing so. Absolutely powerful, powerful stuff. And this is how we impact many, many lives. And in the short space of time of 2 years, ladies and gentlemen, we have been able to impact 2,000 people plus worldwide. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like for you to meet some of the team. You've met the leaders of the team. I would like you to meet some of the members of the team that have embarked on this journey and said, I want a change. And before I do so, guys, I want you to put in the chat box, I Just put change. If you're ready to make a change, put in the chat box change, so that I know that you're ready to embark on this journey. You're ready for this information. You're ready to see examples of changes that have been made in people's lives. Amazing stuff. Please meet Mo. We have Preet. We have Tamra. We have Ayo. We have Richard. We have Ariat. We have Lillian. We have Linda. We have Alicia. We have Sapphire. We have Charlotte. We have Mark. Lilia. Jamie. Kami. Chidima. Gemma. Denise. Amina. Sarah. Makeda. Kwame. Grace. And last but not least, Ben. Ladies and gentlemen, these are people that have embarked on this journey with us in the last year and a half and are on their way to achieving financial success. So ladies and gentlemen, I am going to bring on my colleague, Sherelle, who is going to talk to you about the power of visualization and your goals.
Good evening, guys. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. Welcome. It's so great to see so many people on this evening. And thank you, Bryony. Guys, I'm going to get straight into it. I'm going to have a little talk to you about vision, all right? The importance of vision, why we have vision. Vision literally means to see, okay? You need to be able to see wherever you're going. When all of us started this journey, you know, it was important for us to really pinpoint our goals and our dreams and our aspirations, whatever they may be, all right? So we've all taken time to sit down and plan out whatever our goals and dreams are. Now, it's all well and good it being in your heads and thinking about it and dreaming about it, but you need to be able to engage your senses with it. You need to be able to, you know, be able to touch it, be able to see it, be able to smell it, whatever your goals and your visions are, all right? It's the act or power of sensing with your eyes and sight, the act of power of anticipating that which will or may come, okay? Guys, I want you to have a think about, you know, whatever it is you desire for yourself. So I'm not here to tell you it's all about wealth and it's all about money, no. But I don't believe any one of us, all 118 people in this call, I don't believe any of us wake up in the morning and say, you know what, today I want to fail. I just want to fail. I don't believe any of us have that, okay? I truly believe all of us have our own vision of what success means to us, okay? Whatever it means to you. So guys, I want you to take a moment after the call, during the call, whatever, to really pinpoint what your goals and dreams are. It's so, so important, okay? And depending on some of us, our backgrounds as well, you know, we've not had permission to dream. We've not had permission to set particular goals and dreams, and I'm giving you permission to do that. This academy allows you to make steps towards having your goals and dreams, okay? So one of the most important ways you can do that is by having a vision board. All right, a vision board is a powerful, powerful tool. I'm going to show you mine. So I believe I'm in a safe space. So this is my vision board, guys. And the reason I wanted to show it to you is because, you know, these are just some of my goals and my aspirations that I have, you know, and the academy has definitely helped me to make footsteps in a lot of the areas here. So as well as having property, as well as speaking and educating, been able to teach this platform, I've been able, you know, to start my candle business. I want to take this global, yeah. I've got a giraffe there. I love animals. I said one day, guys, you know what? I'm going to have a giraffe in my backyard in Africa or wherever I may be. And I'm showing you this, guys, because I want you to just be honest with yourself. Whatever it is that you've wanted, whatever it is that you've wanted to achieve for yourself, it is so important. A vision board is just one way of putting that together. So I encourage you guys, it'll be great to know, put some twos in the chat box. It'll be great to know who's currently got a vision board, all right? They are so powerful. And if you don't have one, it is so important that you do one. It's up to you exactly how you do it. You can write it, you can do a PowerPoint, but you need to be able to see it. Don't just do it, you know, and just have it in your bookcase. That's not the power of a vision board. As I said, you need to engage your senses with it. You need to see it daily, all right? Mine sits on my laptop screen as well as having it on my phone, and I got a smaller one by my bed, all right? I wake up every morning, I see it, I read it, I believe it, I do my affirmations. Guys, this opportunity that is going to be presented to you today, you are the author of your own life, okay? It is up to you exactly what you do with it. If you think negative thoughts, you will get negativity. If you think positive thoughts, you will get whatever it is you are destined for. So with that said, I am going to hand over to my colleague Amanda, who is going to talk to you about this fantastic opportunity and just let you know what Forex is. So Amanda, I'm going to hand over to you. She's going to explain to you about the Forex, the financial market.
Thank you, Sherelle. Thank you so much for that. And how lovely. Yeah, my vision board's everywhere as well. I was out there nodding away. Yeah, literally, I'm going to get straight on with it because we are all on time today. So we're like just going forward. So just quick introduction. Has already said, I'm Amanda Freed. I'm one of the leaders of the A Stars, which is part of the A team as well. I've got my little team building as well as my trading. So I'm also a salon owner, and that's going really well at the moment. I'm able to kind of drop my days a little bit just to try and concentrate a little bit more on my trading and on my on building as well. So anyway, so my job here today is basically to talk to you about the biggest financial market in the world, even bigger than New York and London financial market. 80% of our clients are actually leveraging this market. So as we all probably know by now, this market is the foreign exchange market, also known as Forex. Simply buying and selling currencies, one against another. Example, Great British pound to US dollar, you know, GBP, USD. The amazing thing about this market is you can buy and you can sell as well, which makes this absolutely recession proof. So it will never go under. Which means when we're up, when we're in the, you know, the bullish, when we're going up, we make money from it as well, you know, which is amazing, and we're moving in the right direction. So an example, if you kind of go into the stock market and you kind of start investing in the stock markets, once they drop, they will cut off at a certain point. Whereas with the Forex, it just won't. It will just cut off at stop loss or whatever. You never kind of lose on it. But with stocks, they drop, and that's that. You're out. That's why actually the big banks and the big businesses, even small businesses, they all invest in the foreign market as well. So lots of people come to us with sort of preconceived ideas, you know, like do we make huge, you know, do we need a huge amount of money to start? Do we need to be clever? Do we need to be good at maths? All the answers are no to all of it. So most brokers will allow you to open with $100, which is amazing. And it's not time consuming at all. People think it takes up a lot of time, you know, and it really doesn't. With the way we teach you, literally an hour a day, you're done. You know, an hour before work, have your cup of tea, have your breakfast. You on the scanner, you're out the door, you leave them, you know. That's it. You're not a lot of people think that you just got to be sitting there all day watching it. It's not like that, you know. That you can be in, and scalpers can be in and out, and you know, and that's it. So I mean, I'm a hairdresser and a beauty therapist. 17 weeks ago now, I was completely computer illiterate, never knew how to turn on a computer, and here I am today with my own team, trading, whatever. So yeah, that is it for me. I'm now going to pass you over to the other half of Amae's power couple, Mr.
There we go. Wow.
David, can't hear you.
There we go. Wow. Thank you very much for that introduction, Amanda. I'm just going to put my camera off for a sec. I'm going to show you some free ways that you can be basically trading with MA Finance Academy. I'm going to show you my screen right now, and you're going to see for yourself. So method number one. Can everyone see my screen? I hope you can see my screen. Method number one is our copy, paste, and profit. Now, it's very simple and easy to follow. We will send out trade ideas via our Telegram group, and you can follow those easy steps straight to your phone. It takes 20 minutes to start up, and we'll send you a 20-minute guide showing you how to do it and it's a risk-free 7-day trial, and you can start making money from tomorrow. So it's very simple. I've got an example right here. There's a trade idea like so. You'll find the currency pair on the list and you select the trade. You create a new order and it's very simple. You select it. And as you can see, it's a pending order, it's a buy limit. So I'm going to click on market execution and I'll see the option for pending order buy limit. So I select that. I've already selected my lot size and I'm going to type in the price because I've already given you the price right here. So we can type it in straight into your phone. Then we're going to type in the stop loss, which is right there as well. So you've got the information there. And then you're going to place in afterwards the take profit. The information is right there. The information is clear. Once you've typed that in, you will automatically get to just place the order and it sits there. And you can see that there is already a trade there for you. And you can see there's a trade. Once you click on done, it is done and it is placed like so. And you can see there is a trade already there, already making profit. So that's the first method. This is what method we get people to jump onto straight away to get them to practice with a demo account so they can learn the skill of trading, placing trades, putting them in. But you know what? I'm a teacher by trade. I've been teaching for over 15 years. And you know what? The one thing I always say about people is learning the skill to trade. That is very important. It's a skill that you can basically pass on to generation. You think of it like a plumber or electrician. They have learned a skill that they can have and it's in high demand. They can charge whatever they want because they have a skill that can carry on with them. If they lose their job, they can carry on using that skill. So with the skill of trading is very, very important. So I have many people in our academy that are learning the skill because it's transferable and you can develop and create your own trades. So we at MA Finance Academy scoured the market and found a unique partner to partner with to give us education to help our members. We partnered with IM Mastery Academy, the leaders in online education. Now I'm just going to give you a quick tour of the online platform. Now this is your dashboard. You get all your information needs on here. Latest news, charting your progress, your stats, your Hall of Fame, your awards, you'll get it all here. But also your education. So when you go into the academy, let me just log back in. So I've been off it for quite a bit. There we go. You'll get access to your academy. Whether it's Forex Academy, whether it's high frequency or digital currency, you have the education all at your fingertips. So if I go into Learn Forex English, it will open up like so, and then you can enroll into the education. From there, when you enroll into it, you can learn how the skills from trading by watching 2 to 5 minute long videos. So if you click on what is Forex, for example, it will load up like so, and you'll be able to watch videos that are short and very, very detailed and high quality.
Welcome to the IM Mastery Academy for Forex.
Like I said, the videos are short, 2 to 5 minutes long, very easy for you to digest and put aside half an hour of your time. When people would say to me, David, I don't have time, I'm too busy, I'm so forth, I can't do this. But if you can spare half an hour of your time instead of watching EastEnders or Coronation Street or even Love Island, you can spare half an hour of your time to develop your skills and develop yourself. There is no problems in doing that whatsoever. Once you've watched the video, it will mark it down as completed. And from there, you'll get a 100% score. But you know what? The best thing about it is that after each video, there is a quiz to test your knowledge. This is the one good thing about it, is that you test your knowledge and you've got to get a 70% pass rate. If you don't, you can go back and rewatch that video and test your knowledge until you get it. Okay? Half an hour to 45 minutes of your time. That doesn't take much of your time in a day. Forget about watching that soap. Move on. And it's great because you can chart your progress and carry on throughout. Like I said, Forex education, high frequency Forex, which is very quick and very fast. And you'll learn about that a bit later. And digital currency. But you know what? One of the standing points for me is the Go Live. Now, what you're thinking, what is Go Live? Well, it's IM Mastery Academy's own Netflix of trading. You have access to over 100 educators from around the world. Now, what I mean, people from around the world, I mean, I am serious when it comes to these educators. Okay, so when you access these educators from all over the world, you have many from different languages: English, German, Spanish, Arabic. All these educators from all different around the world you can access. If you scroll down, you can see our top 5 educators on the platform. Kimberly Torres, who has 68,000 views, over 68,000 views of her sessions. These are people learning from these educators. These are people developing their skills. Millie Mills, amazing educator, 54,000 views as well. Kimberly Torres again, who's been up there twice. Jonathan Nunez, Manny Quinones, who's the voice of I Am himself. And from there, you'll be able to access your education, whether it's Forex, high frequency, digital currency, and soon in September, e-commerce. And if you're new to the platform, you'll be able to access the new education for those members for basic education and their needs. So when you go in there, you can watch them, watch the educators and watch their pre-recorded sessions. Their timescales are shown on the screen as well. So you'll be able to access their learning and education all at your fingertips. So you can see here, like so. So say, for example, if you chose Tyrone Foster, who does the DeLorean strategy, one of the simplest strategies I ever seen, okay? It's a 4-step strategy. Now, people say to me, oh, this is going to be really hard. This is going to take me time. Now, my little nephew, he's young. I showed him this strategy. He was like, Uncle, why is this so easy? Why is it just 4 steps? I went, yeah, that's it. You can do it that easy. Oh, I didn't know that. It is that simple. You can watch the educators, watch their previous recorded sessions. It tells you the date and the time when they've happened, their favorite sessions, and so forth. When you click on them, it will load up the sessions on your screen like so. And you can see the sessions are right there. Like I said, simplicity. It's saying that this strategy is very, very simple and very easy. And you learn from the educators. Look, a 4-step process. That simple. You can easy to learn. And once you learn that section from that educator, you can learn so much. But you know what? The one good thing about this is that it's live. You can watch live sessions. This is Ballet Granville, a great friend of MA Finance Academy. Okay, you can go on here and you can chat in the chat and say hi. And there we go. He is live. You can see that he's live like so. Very easy, very easy to follow as well. So you can learn from the educators live. They're your personal educators. But you know what? One of the standing points for me on this platform is, let me tell you about it. It's about mindset. Trading is 90% mindset and 10% skill. But you need to go to the best when it comes to mindset. And this platform has the best. Mr. Bob Proctor, author and well-renowned speaker. This is what, like I say, everyone loves Bob. Every Thursdays on a fortnight, you will be learning from him. Amanda gets very excited when she hears about Bob. And I can tell you that for sure. When you click on it, you have access to his previous sessions, all about mindset. And it is great. When you click on him, you can watch his previous sessions and he talks about mindset. It is very clear, very easy to follow, and you can watch and make your notes. It is good. And you can see there, it is amazing. So you can watch and learn from the main man himself, Mr. Bob Proctor. So also, we have looked through the whole of the Academy, found educators that are suitable for our members. These include Bas Koyman, his morning sessions at 6:30 in the morning, Dr. Kathy Kirkland, Kevin Serrano. They do the London payout last quarter in January and April. They made a 92% success rate. It's amazing. Lee Allen, Kimberly Torres, Manny Quinones, and Ballet Granville. These are educators who help you trade throughout the day. Now I'm going to pass you on to Anne-Marie, who's going to talk to you about our exclusive scanners. These are your weapons for success. And I'm going to pass you on to Anne-Marie, who's going to talk to you more about them for yourself. Anne-Marie, I'm passing to you now.
Amazing. Thanks, David. That's absolutely incredible. We have got so many things for you all, and I hope that you're all getting so much value from what we have available. So I am going to show you exactly what you can use to help you to get the very best trades. I'm just going to share my screen. Let me just stop my video for you. Here we go. This is the easiest system. Okay, so when you join our incredible academy, you have two packages that you have available. You have our Forex package, our Platinum, where you will be able to get our harmonic scanner all included in that. Our harmonic scanner is absolutely amazing. Bryony used it to leave her full-time job when she managed to earn her wage in a single day. We have our vibrator gold cup. I mean, the list, guys, literally goes on, as well as obviously DeLorean, which David has already mentioned. These are add-ons which you can obviously have as an addition, so you can learn a couple of different options. We have high frequency. I absolutely love high frequency. Now, these are incredible scanners for anybody who may be a little bit short of time. If any of you are short on time, as David said, maybe you feel like, you know, you haven't got a lot of time to be able to do this, please put a 1 in the chat box for me now, because I'm about to show you exactly how long it takes to trade with one of our incredible scanners, which simplifies it for you, finds you the very, very best trades, and also therefore saves you time. So our HFXs, they're available for you. We have our cryptocurrency for you as well, and our IBO package. So let me show you one of these incredible scanners. This is our high frequency. I'm just going to quickly log in. I love this. This is based on time, so it's very, very simple. So what we're going to see is on the right hand side, we have the amount of money in our account. Okay, we can trade anything from 1 minute to, well, the list goes on. I love a 1 minute trade, makes things nice and easy for us and nice and quick. We get in, we take the money and we leave. Most of our educators tend to do between 3 and 5 minutes long. I will just pop it on 1 minute. We have a fixed time. Now, this amount here, it tells us how much we are willing to obviously risk on our trades, and 850 would be our payout. So for example, I am currently on Euro USD. Our Euro USD, as we can see, all of our currency pairs on the left hand side all have percentages next to them. This is going to be the payout that you will get should you win your trade. So this is an 85% payout on Euro USD, which is pretty good. All we need to simply do here is, if we believe that the market is going up and will stay up within the time frame that we have chosen, we will press the call button. If we believe the market is going to come down and it will be underneath our entry point after the 1 minute, we will put the word put. It's literally as simple as that. We have this incredible scanner to help us. So our Euro USD that we were just on, you can see here, we have an up arrow. This up arrow is worth 3 points of a trade by itself. What would have made this trade even better? There we go. It's as if by magic, it's done it for me. Our two tools down here are now pointing upwards. These are half a point each. This is showing us now a 4 point trade. We have a nice blue candle we can see here with our arrow. Our strength, our currency strength, the euro against the US dollar. We can see the euro is actually stronger than US dollar, indicating again an uptrend. That's another point for us to go into this trade. And we can also, you know, we do encourage you for risk management to check our news. If it's a red folder, we do not take that trade in that time frame, because we know that there are some news reports happening and it could affect our trades. But as we see, this is a very, very good trade to take. So I simply would have gone in and put a call in for this particular trade and just watched it go. And guys, it is literally as simple as that. So I'm going to stop sharing and I am going to pass us over to our fantastic Kemi, who is going to be able to give you some more information about what we have to offer.
Thank you, Anne-Marie. Thank you for that lovely introduction. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone jumping on this call. I'm just going to go into a short amount of time talking about why you should come with I May Finance, because I know there is a ton of other educational platforms that offer what we do. As well as, you know, being based on One Canada Square, we have a number of experienced traders who are dedicated to giving you sessions on a variety of strategies and making sure that you learn how to trade the correct way. We have a weekly schedule set up by the leaders in the academy that gives you sessions such as the harmonic scanner sessions run by Jessica in the morning. We have, you know, Property Academy in the evenings run by Des and James Filtness as well. We also have live events where you can use that as an opportunity to leverage other people's success and also their testimonies as well. And believe me, there is a ton of success stories in this academy. You know, as well as that, the two things that I would say that really separates us from any other trading academy is the support network and the mentorship that you get as well. If anyone is familiar and you know, experienced with trading, you know, it can be a very lonely sport. And, you know, if you're doing it by yourself, you can, you know, you can lose yourself in everything that goes on, and you may not know how to progress, what you need to do to move forward. And that's where the, you know, the strong support network comes in, because not only do you have, you know, you have people on the same journey as you, that you have so many people willing to give you that advice, give you all that mental support and guidance that you need to be able to progress and actually make a success of yourself and to create the income that you want through this platform as well. We also have a lot of mentors as well. You know, I myself am been privileged enough to be mentored by Bryony, and I can safely say that I would not be here if it wasn't for her strong mentorship and guidance as well. And it's the main reason why I've got the confidence, you know, to be able to go onto the charts on a daily basis and, you know, to look for these trade setups and, you know, and to be able to create not just an income for myself, but the future that I want to provide. And, you know, with all of that as well as, you know, helping people to create the income that they want, you know, we give people a purpose as well. You know, in this academy, you know, there's a lot of people who were unsatisfied in their roles, whether they were working too hard and too long and not paid enough for the work that they were given. You know, they weren't appreciated in the places of work that they were at, and then most of them were fed up. So in this academy, you know, you're not alone. If you're feeling that way, you have someone onto your left and someone to your right who feels that way and is willing to not only give you that support and to give you that push, but he is also going to be on that race with you. So, you know, don't think that you're alone in this. You know, in I May Finance, we are a family and we are a community, and we're a community dedicated to achieving success and abundance in our future as well. So that's just a little bit, a short story about why you should go with I May Finance. I'm now going to pass over to Hepsi, who's going to give you all the information you need about how much all of this will cost you on a monthly basis. So Hepsi, are you ready?
Yes, I'm good to go. Wow, amazing value. Well done, everyone. So we're almost at the end. How much is this all going to cost you? Now, if you put things in context, right, a one-year university program is costing you £9,000 a year. If you go on Eventbrite and look up a advanced forex trading session, you're looking at anything from about £999, £1,000 upwards. On I Am Mastery Academy, all you need to pay on a monthly basis is £145. Bear in mind, this is giving you access to the Go Live educators Monday through to Sunday, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. You get to learn in your own time. You are getting access to all the free signals coming from our trade floor. And you are also getting the support network and the ongoing teaching that comes along with it. Out of the £145 monthly fee, the first monthly subscription due to the admin charges comes up to about £190. Now, all of these are charged in dollars, so these are pound equivalents that I'm giving you. However, once you've been in the academy for about 2 weeks to a month, there are other ways that you can get your subscription for free once you feel comfortable to tell someone else about it. You are all on this call today because your friends and your family members have presented this amazing opportunity to you. And so if you share it with 2 other people, you then get your subscription for free. It is amazing value. 1-day course will just give you the basic introduction to trading, but to learn the skill for yourself, as David said, it is best you have long-term ongoing support and have experienced traders to support you with that. And that is what our academy offers you. And so I am going to hand over to Mr. 2000 Pips, and he is going to round up nicely as to how you can progress beyond your 2 and 3 subscription.
Thank you very much, Dr. Hepsi. Good evening, people. We're not going to keep you too long. Essentially, I mean, I've been in the academy for 9 months, and what I will say is that one of the things that I love about it is that there are multiple ways to earn money. One of these ways, which you're seeing on your screen right now, is an optional method. It is our leadership and entrepreneurship method. Ultimately, how you leverage this is you simply invite someone to the same opportunity that you guys are witnessing today. If they sign up, thumbs up, because what happens is you are then compensated. It's not a commission thing. You are actually compensated through residual income. So all of a sudden we have another revenue stream to our Forex revenue stream. So I've been in the company, as I say, for 9 months, and since May of this year, I've actually started to leverage this program. And now I've already started to make what, $150 equivalent per month, which is paid weekly, which is nice. We have Bryony on the call, if you heard already. She's actually earning $5K per month, which is paid weekly. Desmond Ame, the managing director of this company, who you will hear from very shortly, he's on $25K a month, people. I didn't stutter. I said $25K a month. My first job was $16K a year. And he's been in this business for about 2 years. So let's do the maths, right? It's definitely worth jumping on, for sure, and leveraging, because as Bryony pointed out at the beginning of this presentation, the aim of the game is to have multiple streams of income. And on that note, let me hand you back to the lady that is earning $5K per month. Bryony.
Thank you. Firstly, guys, just before I bring on our guest speaker, I just want to say an amazing well done to all of the leaders that have presented to you today. Guys, can we just blow up our chat box? Drop some ones in the chat box just to say a thank you for all of the information you've received today. But before we do so, I want to welcome on our guest speaker to close down this presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you our very own Managing Director, Mr. Desmond Ame. Now, Mr. Desmond Ame has been mentioned throughout the presentation. Desmond Ame is not only the Managing Director of our company, he's also Chairman 25 in our partnership company, IAM Mastery Academy. And as Rex said, he's earning a whopping $25,000 every single month. Des, 2 years ago, was a secondary school teacher in the Tower Hamlets borough. In 2 years, he is now the top 1% of income earners. Guys, this man's heart and humbleness is exactly what shines through our academy to strive us to succeed and impact other people. So guys, let's blow up the chat box and put some twos in for our guest speaker today, Mr. Desmond Ame.
Oh, wow.
Des, are you there?
Wow. What an introduction. I'm so honored, truly. Guys, I want you to know that this event is like none other. You guys have been in for a real treat this evening. The speakers have been of very, very, very high quality. The information has been top notch. I'm so proud. I'm just feeling immensely proud of what the team have put together today. And I'd like you to do me a favor and put a 3 in the chat box if you've been impacted in some way, shape or form by the presentation this evening, because honestly, this is probably one of the best events of 2020. And I don't say that lightly. And I do, 3 or 4 events every single day. I've just got back from an international event. Guys, absolutely superb. The caliber, incredible. And I just want to throw it right back to every single speaker, because you've raised the bar. Really and truly, you've absolutely raised the bar. And it's so interesting when I get introduced to these Zoom calls now, I hear all of these wonderful titles and so forth. And I often say to myself, like, what's the difference? Because honestly, guys, and this is not me trying to use a cliche, I'm nobody special. I really want you to get a sense of that from what I'm about to say, that I am nobody special. The only thing that I did was I got started. Does that make sense? Somebody put in the chat box, get started. That's all I did. I got started. So guys, I believe that you've been well informed. I don't really need to add much to this presentation whatsoever. So if you allow me to, I'd like to spend about 5 minutes just talking about my why, because, you know, it's easy to hear an introduction like that and think that, you know, maybe it's always been like that for me. Maybe I've had it easy. Guys, the only thing that I had was a strong why. And I have to kind of take you back to February 2018, just over 2 years ago, when I first got started in this business. And the interesting thing was, I was actually ready for an opportunity, because I just finished reading Rich Dad Poor Dad, the book, and my mind was ready. My mind was open to having residual income and having multiple sources of income. I just needed an opportunity. And I prayed long and hard going into the new year for an opportunity. And when this one came along, I almost kind of turned it down. And the reason why was because I didn't see it as the opportunity of a lifetime, if that makes sense. You know, and often we pray for opportunities, and when they come our way, because they're not quite packaged the way we want it to be packaged, we often do, you know, overlook them. But the person who introduced me to this was a close and personal friend. And I looked at how much it cost to get started. It was £190 at the time too. And I looked at it and I said to myself, you know what? This is quite low risk and the reward could be pretty huge. So I kind of went through this process of thinking, okay, what if this doesn't work? What if this doesn't work? What if this doesn't work? And then I stopped thinking about what if this doesn't work. And I started thinking about what happens when this does work. I started to be positive. So I came into this not to see if it was going to work. I came into it to make it work. Somebody put in the chat box, make it work. You know, that's the kind of mindset that you need to have. And you also need to have a very strong why. You see, my why was that I was tired of being broke. That I was just tired of being broke. You see, I was a school teacher just over 2 years ago, and I was living paycheck to paycheck. I was living month to month, hand to mouth. Theresa May used to call us the just about managing. And the problem with living paycheck to paycheck is that it feels like you're working really hard, but you're not being financially rewarded. And I ended up in credit card debt over £25,000. And I realized that I was living the very definition of insanity, which is doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting a different outcome. And then it hit me. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Let me say that again for the people at the back. Nothing changes if nothing changes. So that's when I reached out to a friend and he recommended Rich Dad Poor Dad. And when IM came along, it completely changed my life. You see, I paid my $190 to get started, and I learned a skill that enabled me to clear my credit card debts. Then after I cleared my credit card debts, I was able to replace my teaching income consistently to the point where I was able to leave my full-time job. Then subsequently, I was able to become a six-figure income earner from just trading alone, just from trading. And that's where my why developed and became super huge. It went from just not wanting to be broke to then I wanted to retire my mum. I wanted to send my kids to really good schools. I wanted to travel around the world to luxury places, taking my business with me. I wanted to wake up when I finished sleeping. I wanted to be able to give back to my church, give to charity. I wanted to impact thousands of people. Everything on my original vision board has come to pass. Why? Because this company is absolutely phenomenal. I've never known anything like it. You see, when we were younger, we had a dream. We had a dream that we could live a particular lifestyle. And then we get to this point in life where we get hit with something called reality. We get hit with something called life and something called bills and responsibility. And then once I got involved in this company and I realized the potential, the dream was back on. And then, you know, I was introduced to this other side to our business called the entrepreneurship program, where I was able to make residual income as well. And this is the real beauty of the company, that not only can you make money from trading, but you can make money from these other sources as well. We have people in our company that are making residual income. If you are making residual income from this platform, can you just put an 8 in the chat box, please, guys. Put an 8 in the chat. If you're making residual income, guys, we've got people making 150 a month, 600 a month, 1,000 a month, you know, 2,000 a month. Bryony Bender making 5,000 a month, you know, an incredible leader. Hats off to her for putting this together alongside the team in such a short space of time as well. Guys, we've mentored people to the point where they're now earning 10K per month plus. And I want you to think of this program like this. We have worked out a way to get to the middle of a garden maze. And we've got the blueprint. And if you are coachable, if you are consistent, and if you are committed, we can get you there too, enjoying residual income. You see, I want you to know that whatever your financial goals are, they can be met with this platform. What are your financial goals? What vehicle are you currently using to achieve those goals? Because remember, nothing changes if nothing changes. There are two types of pain: the pain of sacrifice or the pain of regret. If you're able to sacrifice that 190 to get started and 30 minutes a day on average, you are able to truly change the direction of your life. The good news is you don't have to be great to get started. You just need to start to be great. You see, your current situation is not your final destination. Everything changes now. If you don't come from a wealthy family, then please let a wealthy family come from you, because tonight you are just one decision away from a completely different life. That being said, guys, I want to close this down with some extra good news. Bryony Bender and the team are offering a staggering £500 worth of discounts tonight. Guys, can we just get some 9s in the chat box? Because I think this is the most amount of discounts ever given on a webinar like this. Like, it's just insane. What Bryony Bender has put together alongside the team is mouth-watering. Okay, so here it is. The first 15 people to sign tonight will receive a £30 cashback after the 7-day cooling off period. The discount ends tonight at midnight. And to qualify, simply refer back to the person who invited you to the call for their referral link. Once completed, send a screenshot of your confirmation email to your referrer, and they will pass this on to Bryony to confirm your discount. Guys, lots and lots of discounts to be offered. Only the first 15 people, guys. Guys, success loves speed. Success loves speed. If it was me, I would secure my spot right now. Enjoy your 7-day cooling off period. But in all honesty, throw yourself into this for 1 month and assess the impact that it's going to have on your life. That being said, guys, I'm going to hand over to a lady I've got huge amounts of admiration for, a top leader in this company, soon to be a top chairwoman, someone who has a heart of gold, who's a servant leader and will bend over backwards to ensure that you meet your financial goals. Miss Bryony Bender.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you for that introduction, Des. And thank you, Des, for coming on to wrap up this presentation. I know you've got another presentation, so thank you for blessing us with your presence. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes today's presentation. So just to reiterate everything that Des just said, guys, the discount ends tonight. 30 £30 cashbacks to the first 15 who sign up and send their confirmation screenshot to their referrer. Guys, reach back to the person that invited you to this call. They will have all of the information ready and waiting for you. And from myself and all of the leaders that you have heard from today, we look forward to welcoming you to our family. Take care, guys. Good night. God bless.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric, baby, when I turn it